Well, Coach, pitcher struggled a little bit. Just overall assessment of the game, though.
Again, super proud of the level of competitiveness and maturity that our team showed throughout the course of the game. Obviously, we caught the baseball pretty well. We walked 9 guys. If we maybe hit one, but just gave up an infinite number of free bases. And then, the leadoff hitter is a really good player. Davis, is that his name? Or Smith? He hammered a big one. We left the changeup up in the first inning. Home run played a big part of the game. I felt like our at-bats for the most part were good. We hit a ton of balls hard, a ton that, could have been more homers hitting to different parts of the park. Jet smoked a ball at the second baseman. We hit a ton of balls over 100 miles an hour. But what I'm proud of is that, again, we like the Texas Southern game, or maybe Rhode Island game, where I've been on plenty of teams where, and we all feel it, that you understand, you feel the tension, but the ability to just stay in the moment and try to play pitch to pitch and understand that, the 8th inning is the same as the 2nd. That's important because we're going to need that in conference. Well, we've already seen that we need it in conference play.
And the plan to start Montgomery, is that something that you guys kind of thought about during the week, or?
Last week, we felt like we need to get him some mound time, and I knew I wanted to try and get him or Jace off their feet a little bit before a 4-game stretch, and it was just kind of the perfect way to do it. The perfect way is to have him get an inning or 2 in DH, and so we got him out there because on a 27-man roster, there's going to be times where we need him to give us some innings.
Yeah, good relief outing out of Morton.
I think the saying that we use a lot here is things happen for you, not to you, right? So we obviously would have loved to have played a shorter game, but the game didn't call for that. But what it did call for us is to put Morton in a game where it mattered with runners on base, and he did a great job of throwing strikes. First college win, right? So that's a really good thing for us. So hopefully that's a big step forward. I know it is for him and for our team.
No, you're not going to play much about the runs, but talking about the runners on base, or what's guys left on base, especially in the middle parts of the game. Talk to me about situational offense, maybe in certain areas you can get better at.
Yeah, there's nothing to get better at. Most of those at bats were with 2 outs, so there's nothing to get better at. We hit some balls hard. Grahovic hit a few balls hard. Jace hit several balls hard. And it just is what it is. As I always say, I never worry about runners left on base. What I worry about is not getting on base. So if we get on base enough, we'll score. So,
Coach, I know you're not one to overlook an opponent or watch film on an opponent waste all game to play, but with Mississippi State beginning tomorrow, what challenges does the 4 games and 4-day stretch present to you, along with the challenges of playing Mississippi State?
Yeah, I don't think the 4 games in 4 days does much. I think we're fine. We got to Pell off his feet enough. So if anything, I think it gets us ready to play versus having a day off the day before. So Mississippi State's, they are out of their funk. They were in a funk for a couple years after winning a national title, and now they're swinging the bat really, really well. They're pitching at a high level and a lot of big arms. We're going to see a lot of high-end velocity this weekend. This league the rankings mean absolutely nothing. You got to go play the games. So we've seen that all over the league, and we'll continue to see it. So they're an Omaha caliber club. There's no doubt about it.
What does your rotation look like for this weekend series? And beyond that, what about the guys who pitched today? What are their availability?
Some of the guys that pitched today won't be on the roster. Montgomery will be on it. The rotation I anticipate, unless something pops up that I don't know about, I anticipate the rotation being the same. I just hope the weather's good. Hope we can get tomorrow's game in, from the weather forecast. Last I heard, there was going to be an opportunity to get it in the evening, and we'll do everything we can to avoid a doubleheader.